But yeah, anyway, so like, what was I saying before, right? So yeah, about like Classic WoW. Classic WoW. I failed Classic WoW. I did not fail Classic WoW. Classic WoW has failed me. I thought that this was going to be a game where people could play and enjoy and have fun together, and it's become nothing but a bunch of crying, babying, angry retards, and people gatekeeping every single aspect of the game. I haven't failed Classic WoW. Classic WoW has failed me. I've been sitting here trying to make a community of people to do group events, and the only thing that anyone can do is sit around and fucking complain about every little thing that I do, like I'm ruining the game. Like, it's disgusting. And I can't even believe that I'm genuinely, like, kind of surprised that aren't these passive in retail? I think these are passive. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that they are. Vestos 19, backing it. Nowadays people are retards? Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. The Classic community is fucking terrible. It's the worst community that I've ever interacted with. It is, in my opinion, worse than the Dark Souls community. And that is saying a lot. Okay, like, for me to say that, that's really serious, okay? So hopefully people can see where I'm coming from here. Have you ever considered that you're part of the problem? No, I'm not part of the problem at all. I'm playing the game. I'm just trying to have fun playing the game. If playing the game and having fun playing the game is part of the problem, then yeah, I guess I am. No, I don't think so at all. I'm not gatekeeping anyone. I say anybody can play the game however they want, right? And I do think that, like, yeah, the LFG add-on, I thought that was bad for the game, right? I disagreed with the way that it worked, and Blizzard agreed with me. But I said at the very beginning, whenever I was talking about the LFG add-on, that if Blizzard didn't get rid of it, I wouldn't complain too much, right? I wouldn't get mad, because it's up to them to decide what the game is. It's not up to me. So if people had that add-on, then it's up to them if they want to use it. That's all there is to it. All these people trying to tell other people how they can and can't play, it's ruining the game. And it's like any normal person that goes in and they start watching. It's a reason, like, any just like normal, well-adjusted person is going to go in and see that, and they're going to say, you know what? I don't like this. These people seem like assholes. I don't want to play this game. The truth is, though, the in-game community, I'm not talking about like the out-of-game community or anything like that, but the in-game community, like the people that are actually just like legitimate players and everything like that, just like playing the game every day, those are good people. They are good people. And that Classic WoW community is good. But the people that talk about it on fan sites, the people that get into discussions about it on YouTube videos and YouTube comments, those people are trash. But if you go out and you actually just play the game and you see who's playing and what these people really are, the truth is that they're great people. And I think that the problem is that the community is so negative and so bad that there's a lot of people that are probably never going to go and find that out because they don't want to. Why would they want to go in there and figure all that out whenever they've seen so much negativity already? People always find something to complain about. Well, no, it's not about like, okay, so there's always something to complain about. That doesn't mean that every level of complaining is reasonable, right? These are people that are just constantly angry. And it's like basically, Classic WoW, the problem with the Classic WoW community is this. Okay, and this is the same problem with like communities like Mixer and like the Classic community is more of an anti-community than it is a community, and that is really the main issue. They're not as much we like Classic WoW. They are more we hate current WoW. So many of them, the community is built. The genesis of the community is out of disliking something. So obviously, the people that come in and that are part of that, they're not going to be very pleasant people to be around for obvious reasons, you know? And I think that's what's happened, is that those are the people that have really kind of built up the community. And that's why I think that we have the problems that we do. And the people like inside of the community, right, like that are like making content and everything, aren't doing anything about it. That's the issue. That's true. I think they're special snowflakes for loving something that's outdated as fuck. Well, it's like an think of one anti-community that's healthy. Think of one healthy anti-community. I can't think of a single one. Every single anti-community that exists is not healthy, is not productive, and is in any sort of the word toxic. Okay? Every single one. Anti-vax, yeah. Every single anti-community is bad. And that's what it is. And that's the classic WoW problem, is that so many of the players they're like anti retail players. And I think that's the main problem, man. And if that doesn't happen, I think everything would be fine. But it does, and that's really the issue, in my opinion. I'm gonna kill this guy real quick. And why isn't everybody experiencing that level of toxicity? Well, because they're not exposed to that many people. That's why. So obviously, like, if you only interact with 5 people, and every 1 out of 100 people is an asshole, the chances are that you're not going to run into any assholes. But if you interact with tens of thousands of people, you're going to run into a lot of assholes. So, like, of course, there's going to be people that don't have that opinion. But the majority of people are, in my opinion, like, it's, I don't know, like, do you guys see where I'm coming from whenever I say, like, an anti-community? Like, hopefully you guys can see where I'm coming from here. And it makes sense to you. Let them themselves use that? Yeah. And so, yes, okay. Yeah, so it's an anti-community. There are people that are basically built around their dislike of something. And anybody, think about this, right? Anybody who spends time worrying and talking actively about something that they don't like, that's not a healthy behavior, in my opinion. It's just not a mentally healthy behavior. No one who is a well-adjusted, normal person does that. So I think that's really the main problem. Saturated tons of single largest target. Well, of course I am, because I'm the biggest streamer for Classic right now. So, of course I'm going to be the biggest target for it, because I'm the biggest streamer. People, like every single other streamer, was using the same level 40, what do you call it? Like the 10-man dungeon leveling strategy, right? Soda was using it, Esfond was using it, everybody was using it. But somehow, whenever I do it, I'm the one that's failed Classic WoW. It's completely subjective based off of them just not liking me as a person. Esfond has taken plenty of free items. He's not getting any hate threads about it at all. They just don't like me. That's all there is to it. You are the problem. Yeah, exactly. And it's not really... That's the thing, is whenever you break it down, everybody, all these other people do the same things that I'm doing, but they're not getting this level of negativity. And that's because, obviously, I'm not... they just simply don't like me. Oh, wow! We got ourselves a rare! When was the last time we seen a rare, boys? Do these give extra experience in Classic? I think some of them do, but some don't. Let me find out. Okay, let me check this out. 91! That's a no. That's a big fucking no. Okay, let's go pull the rest of these slaves, okay? Might as well kill them since I think they drop the daggers, or it seems like they do at least. Okay, let's get these guys. Leader of the anti-retail community for over a year before retail dropped, though. Well, I think that the difference is that I didn't want to leave retail. I wanted retail to be better. I like Classic a lot. I was a big advocate for Classic, but I've always been productive and constructive in what I wanted to change in retail, right? I think being constructive and productive with like what you're saying is different than just being an anti-community, right? I think a lot of people understand that. But I do think there is a very, very fine line. And the issue is that I do felt that I kind of trended into being kind of an anti-community at a point, right? And that's why, like, it was really bad for me, actually. It was a big mistake for me to have made. Because what I ended up doing is I was so negative about WoW, right? This is what happened. I was so negative about WoW that everybody else kind of mimicked that. And they were like, wow, well, I guess the game sucks. You know, Asmongold's saying that the game sucks. So now they're all thinking and wondering and like, man, why is he still playing the game? I thought it sucked. And that's why whenever I came back from my break, that I realized that I was actually doing myself and my community a disservice, and I was making a mistake. Minimint, thank you much for the 550 community subs. I appreciate that, man. Like, I make a lot of mistakes, and if you people can't understand that, then that's all there is to. I don't know what to say. But I believe that I've been very introspective with like the way that my influence has been interpreted by the community, and I do feel like I was a negative influence on the community in many aspects, right? And I think that I was overly negative, especially like maybe even sometimes during Classic Beta, right? Like, oh, 8.2 sucks, who cares, etc., right? Okay, all right. I better get a proc. Boys. I better get a proc. Come on. Okay. I'll get one right now. Don't worry about it, guys. It'll be fine. Okay, yeah, no procs. Unfortunately not. Would you like to see change in retail? Well, a lot of things, right? And I've always talked about things that I've wanted to be changed. And also, like, so it's just like if you create a community that's built around hating something, I do feel like there's never going to be a positive outcome to that. Let's go kill these guys over here. You know what human do? Of course, they make mistakes. Well, exactly. There's a guy called Olympus Bank trying to get gold out of people as a tax in trade chat. What? No way, dude. No fucking way. No, wait. Let me see what his name is. All right. Okay, just a minute. Is he really doing it? Is that not very, very, very true? I mean, come on, guys. I think that everybody knows. Like, if you're dumb enough to give a random person named Olympus Bank your money, that's your fault. Okay? Like, that's all there is to it. That's your fucking fault. I don't know what to say. Fuck the Airs, man. Jealous of your success? Of course they are. Of course they are. You know what? Just fuck them. Fuck the Airs. Do your thing. I know, man. Alright, let's go down this way. Okay, yeah, the guy's obviously a piece of shit. If you give him your money, you're an idiot. Like, I mean, that's your fault, okay? Alright, just a second. Okay, so yeah, like, anyway, like, I made a lot of mistakes whenever I was first, like, doing my streams, right? Especially, like, getting into it. Where, like, I focused too much on the way that, you know, people, like, let's see. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Oh yeah, okay. I focused too much about the negative aspects of the game, and I forgot to remind people that I actually love the game. And I think that kind of translated into something that was really negative and unhealthy for my community. And I learned that. I learned that whenever I was just first starting out, and I was first taking my break, and I looked at the types of responses that I got from people, and everything like that. Back down here, right? No, I think that they're down below us. Aren't they? No, I believe they're down here. But let's kill a few more of these. I need to kill all these dark iron guys for the other items, right? And so anyway, that's the way that I look at it, right? Is that I did make mistakes. Like the thing is that a lot of people, there's like all these memes now where like Asmongold can't admit that he's wrong. I admit that I'm wrong all the time, but that doesn't mean that every single time that somebody disagrees with me, I have to agree with them. There are sometimes where people disagree with me, and I think that they're wrong. I have no problem saying that I think that everybody else is wrong and I'm right. Okay? I don't care. I have the confidence in my what is the word here? Like my will and like my I don't know, my resolve that I know if I'm right or not. And I don't care. I have the confidence. Yeah, I have the confidence, whatever you want to call it, arrogance, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. If every single other person in the world tells me that I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. There was a time whenever only one person in the world thought that the earth was round. And that person was right, and every single other person was wrong. There are plenty of examples of that. That's only one example. There were times in like plenty of other places where it doesn't matter. Truth is not a democracy. And I will never bend my will to the majority. If I think that I'm right, I'm right. I grew up being told lies, grew up in religion, and I was the only person in all of my friends and everyone around me that even as a very young child thought that it was bullshit. And I would never admit that it was not, that it was true. I would never admit it. I would say, you know what? No, it's not. You can't make me believe it. I don't believe it. It doesn't matter. Everybody can disagree with me. Everybody that I'm supposed to listen to, and my elders and older people and parents, all of you are wrong and I'm right, and fuck you. I never will ever bend my will against some other fucking bullshit. I will not do it. Don't kill him. This is what we do as the Alliance, okay? That's what we do.